Welcome back to another overview. This go round, it's going to be for the Dreamcast. And yes, people, you are looking at a Street Fighter game. I know you're probably like, why is there a Street Fighter game on a Neo Geo channel? Well, chill your boners. I'm going to talk about this game because it's a little known fighting game for the Dreamcast, even though it's not a little known game itself. And we're talking about Super Street Fighter 2, Matching Service, Grandmaster Challenge, blah blah blah. Yeah, take that all in. This game came out to Japan. As far as for the Dreamcast, the game itself was an American release too, and it came out to the PlayStation, and it might have been out for the Saturn, but it came as a collection to PlayStation 2, etc. But this is regarded as the closest one to the actual arcade itself, as far as speed, timing, music, animation, everything. And it's kind of like Capcom kind of made it as a fan favorite. And since the Dreamcast was the first system to go online, can you imagine, playing a game like this online with your friends and all? It's really cool. So we take for granted, all the battlefields and the Call of Duty bullshit that's on when, the Dreamcast has actually started doing this. And, so, like I said, the game is not really new per se, but for the Dreamcast it is. And like I said, it was only released there, so because it was only released there, it can get pricey. It's not as bad as, let's say, looking for Under Defeat, and I think Border Down, and a couple of our very pricey shmups for the Dreamcast. But, like I said, it's going to run you close to about $100 or so and all, complete. So, yeah, I mean, the point is, let's just check this game out. The original game came out in 1994. The story, with Bison and the Shadow Lu, actually here would be considered, what the fuck is he, Vega, I think it is? Yeah. So the thing is that, there's no need to really go over the story. If you've not played Street Fighter 2, and the zillion incarnations of them, or inceptions, whatever you want to say, then you've been living under a fucking rock, because Street Fighter's been around for forever. And at this point of this game itself, when it was the arcade, I started actually becoming tired of Street Fighter, because it just kept on rehashing the same thing over and over again. Kind of sort of like when the Alpha series and Street Fighter 3 and Street Fighter 4, and it just became tiring after a while. But, like I said, let's just check this game out and all. It still has a lot of memories for me. I remember first seeing this at a pizza shop across from my high school, and we played the living shit out of this game. So, the only thing I never liked was the Q sound, because it made the characters sound really fucked up, especially Guile. He sounded really effeminate. So, I didn't like the sound effects really that much. Graphic-wise, maybe a little tweaks here and there, but it's nothing that's going to wow the world. Like I said before, there's certain things in here, speed and things that are credited as being as close to the arcade as possible. Because of the limitations of the PlayStation, because of RAM and different things. I mean, they were very close. A lot of the games were very, very close. But, it's, like they say, the timing isn't 100% and all this other jazz shit and all. From what I understand, this game is as close can get. So, yeah. Now, you might be wondering why I picked it up, since I do have a lot of criticisms towards the game. I do have nostalgia for the game, because, like I said, I've played it before. I mean, it's one of actually the harder Street Fighters, believe it or not. It's just a pain in the dick. But, it's a childhood memory, but like I said, after a while, I did get tired of it. I had it for, Super Nintendo. I even might have had it for Genesis, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's... I was a diehard Street Fighter fan, what can I say? And still am today. Even though I'm a big Neo Geo guy, I still, at my heart, is still also with Capcom. Unfortunately, they're not what they once were. That sucks, but what are you gonna do? So the thing is that so yeah, is it worth buying? Well, that depends. How much of a hardcore Street Fighter fan are you? That's where you have to come into play. Because, like I said, it can get pricey. And, it's Street Fighter 2 all over again that you can get as domestic release. So, yeah. Now, from what I understand, if you go through the game, I'm not exactly sure what level, but if you get to a certain point, I think you can unlock various settings in the game, dip switches, and all sorts of shit to kind of like tweak the game and things. And if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, is this the first game? I think this is the first game where Akuma technically appeared, I believe. So I'm not exactly sure. Somebody can correct me on that. It's kind of hard to remember from memory, but I'm pretty sure you can grab his ass in here. But you gotta be really fucking good. And like I said, that's one thing the Street Fighters began to really get kind of hard and cheap. So yeah, but you know, as you saw, there's throw recoveries, there's the supers, as you saw right there with Ryu's fireball. Backgrounds, they pretty much look like the arcade. I can't really separate as far as the difference. There's no slowdown from what I've seen. Everything moves fast and fluid like it's supposed to. And it's a pretty decent game of the arcade. But like I said, you're going to have to actually like the arcade before you actually invest into the money to buy this game. So yeah, that's the most I can really say about it. And yeah, all right, I'm gonna leave you with a bit more gameplay. Why am I getting my ass whipped right now? The thing is that do check it out if you can. If you're really a die-hard fan, check the game out. If you're not, then skip it, or you know, get one of the compilations that are available. I think for the PS2 for it, or possibly you know, one of the online. Even though I'm not a big fan of the HD remix, I think they made of this. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't okay, but it just felt weird. It was just my opinion, but it's I'd rather play the original. So yeah. Alright, you know, give me your thoughts. If you played the game, you really enjoyed. If there's anything I missed, let me know. And, yeah, so I'm going to play a little bit more. And, yeah, fuck it. And that's it.
Round one, fight.
Fuck.
Round three, fight.
Alright then. It's enough of this game. Like I said, take care.